Ta-da, an excavator. All right, so that's there. Let me show you what we got going on here. If you remember a while back, we did some videos of clearing just a little path down through here. And the idea was pretty simple. We could clear enough of this scrub out that the property owners could come down here, we could make some marks, and they could have a good frame of reference of the big picture. The big picture initially was a large horseshoe type driveway that comes back out on the main road, and a large pad where they could put a camper. And it sounds like it's escalated into the potential of an actual building instead of a camper. Regardless, we still have to build a big pad and the drive area. Just for some frames of reference, as we look back, you can see the top of that dead tree right there, okay? This is the property boundary here. You can see with the painted purple no trespassing T-post. Runs that way. And looks like right through there. That is Hoosier National Forest. And this area right in here, frame of reference for the T-post. Come around, this area right in here is where that large pad's gonna be. We were waiting on them to get some soil samples done by a soil scientist for where their septic system will eventually go, because we don't want to build their dream parking pad on what will inevitably become their dream septic system. Let's take a gander down yonder. I think I spy some flags. We can see the flags there. Yeah, the grade looks fine through here. So those flags would have been where they took the soil samples. I also need to make, I'm behind you right now, I know you can't see me, some white paint marks. I still need to call 811. We are putting a culvert in here and building this pad up quite a bit. But I just want to double check there's nothing in here we weren't, I don't know if you can see it, but fiber optic is overhead and the power is overhead, but the water, because that's Hoosier National Forest, and there's a time where the National Forest didn't let us run utilities through their property. Obviously, that power line of fiber optic's been changed, and that policy's since changed, although it can still be frustrating. Sometimes they still don't let you do it. When the water line was put in, the water line comes off down private property, way down there, cuts around the Hoosier National Forest, and then comes back up to the road a few hundred yards. Well, I don't even know, probably even further than that. So there's a water line somewhere in here, and we'll be doing a little bit of work. So we probably ought to mark that too. It runs down along the drive here. I'm digging over my finals right now, but we're running the blade behind us to help level up coming up that bank. So we'll get spun around here before we take on this large dead tree. That way we're not digging over the finals anymore. I'd rather put pressure on the still expensive but least expensive of the two ends of the track frame. Just a quick note about dead trees. They're dead, they're fragile, which means if you slam the bottom end, it could go this little wobble all the way up, and then that fragile top end falls on you. So, no slams, no wobbles, just nice, easy, gentle push. All right, okay. Take much anything here. Well, from the... All right, we'll take it. I would have preferred to not hit that hickory as much, but that's okay. When it was soft enough we could break it in half. I don't know if it is. That broke. Do it again. Oh yeah, she broke on this end. Okay, hold on. Oh, she broke there too. Great. Great. Stump along. Something you could say if you wanted. Can I point out how awesome that bucket is now? I mean, it's almost a peaceful experience. I can just kind of set these piles down here at the edges. Well, not on the skid steer, Mike. Next to it. Set them down here on the bank, build up a pile, and once we get to the moving with the skid steer part. Sorry about that. Let's see here. I'm using a backup tripod because I forgot my other one. So you're just balancing. All right. We can just shove it down here on the bank. And then once we get the grapple on the skid steer, I can just pick out of the pile what I can pick. Grab it from right there. Then I'm just gonna repeat those same steps on the downhill side of the road. Get everything down, piled up, tracked back, and in the pile at the end of the bank. And then we can go ahead and move on down and around and start clearing where the main pad's gonna go. There's a couple larger trees down there, larger for the 304. What are you guys looking at right now? Anything cool? I don't know. I don't know what's over there. Whee. I see ya. How are ya? Okay. I'm not sure why I used the dead tree I knew I was going to take down as a reference point, because kind of useless. But here's what we're looking like through there now. Making the corner down into here. So there are a couple larger trees for the size of the machine. but they're maples, that one and that one, and there's a big dead one there, but the rest of it is all just the smaller scrub brush. I'm gonna walk down through here. I still have my paint marks from my original boundary, but I don't have any paint marks since they marked the septic. And I'm just gonna mark a boundary around with paint. You guys get it. I mean, we're not explaining rockets here. You're following along. Anyway, just some marks on the tree. Keeps me from having to get out of the machine as much and see where I'm at or where I'm supposed to be. I'm not marking the trees that I want to take down. I'm marking the boundary. I don't know why I'm explaining 2 + 2 to you. I feel like you grasp the concept pretty well. Ah, cool, a honey locust. Let me show you. There's a younger honey locust down here. We've got black locust and honey locust. I'm sure there's some others, but I should really clean this place up. Here it is. They've got several nicknames as a tree, but these are honey locusts. They have these bigger thorns on them like this. When you give them a twist, they come right off. And I kid you not, they got a pretty leaf, I think. It's almost like a fern. But the whole tree's covered in them. And these things can get, well, I'm showing you with my fingers behind the camera. These things can get pretty daggone big. If a fella were to hop on eBay and type in honey locust thorns, you're gonna find 2 competing markets. But you can sell them. Not this size, they gotta be bigger. You guys help me remember I put that there? Okay. Now, if you're sitting here thinking, Mike, you're gonna need a dozer on this job, you're right. In the next video, we'll be trucking the D4 in here, and hopefully the sheep's foot compactor, if not the sheep's foot, the smooth drum, because it's available right now. And that's okay, we'll just have to kind of change the way we do our lifts a little bit, but preferably the sheep's foot. And the dozer will be coming in the next video. The goal with this is to try to get the bulk of this scrubbed out of the way, so we are ready for dozer work. This machine is mine, the skid steer is mine. The dozer's rental, which means it costs me a little bit more to operate. Not only that, it just burns more fuel in general. Look at this dead tree. It's on the list. I don't know if it'll be today or the next video, but it is on the list. Check out. Seeing how much holding there. Oh! Oh gosh. You guys don't have much holding you either. Sorry about that. Yeah. Okay. Let's just ignore that problem for now. Small stuff, we're down to that hickory right there has an orange dot. And this little cedar right here has an orange dot. So just a few little things here. And then this thick kind of cluster of scrub trees until that orange dot there. And then we will take the width to that tree on out. That, well, there's the pile. That's the end of the road right there. We're done with this one for today. Fuel shut off solenoid working fantastically. That's gonna be hot. Oh, okay, that hurt. That's okay though. This is certainly no Thunder Creek setup. This battery box design is just atrocious. I feel like if you're just starting out, a Thunder Creek setup kind of seems excessive. I'm more focused on getting equipment that actually makes me money than a luxury. Let's see if we can't do a little grappling with the old Thomas skid steer here. Make sure we got some of this. Yeah, there's definitely some. That's good. Sure we got some of this. Let's go ahead and top that off too. That way we don't have to worry about it. Definitely handier than a 5-gallon can. That's for dang sure. Just go leave the forks down here. And hopefully not flip over backwards on the way up. Backwards kind of fast. All right. So if you aren't following along, we've about flipped over backwards. That's okay. We'll go this way. Easy. Got real awkward again. Looks like we're gonna back up some more. All right. Buckets. Boy. Everything's fine. It's fine. There we go. Okay. Oh, poopsie poopsie. Too greedy. Maybe that's the problem. Could be. Maybe I'm just trying to ask too much out of it. Battery died, but round 3 went a lot better. Round 4 may be the ticket. Round 8, by the time we're done, we're going to be an expert at the grapple on the new to us skid steer. It's a new setup for me. The third function is this pedal here. So we're just trying to kind of get her figured out. And I'm going to make sure. The neighbor came by to talk to me. He needs some work done too. So even though I'm not impressing myself with this, I'm impressing another customer maybe, so that's something. Trying to roll up and smash down as much as I can. The foot control, oh, she's a little sticky. I gave up on this technique, honestly. I don't think this is the technique for me. I'm gonna just use the 304 to haul the rest of these out next time. I think the skid steer is gonna have a place on this job. I just don't think this is gonna be it. All right, up the hill we go. We did lose a tooth off the bucket, but I saw it when it came off. So we still have the tooth, which is the important thing, because that means we just got to get a bolt or a keeper, and we don't have to buy a new tooth. So that's exciting. Fuel is on site. So these 2 maples go, that dead tree goes. That's where the pad area is going to be. A lot of that dirt's going to come out of this cut, some of it from a cut just on that side over there. So next video, we'll finish getting this cleaned up. We'll get the D4 dozer trucked in so we can start cutting this through. Listen, if it's your first Captain Kleeman video, normally I'm in a much talkative, much, you know, like we're just going, having a good time, and we're having a good time. But starter solenoid in the white truck went out yesterday while I was in town. Left me stranded there, and the Admiral had to come pick me up, so that's exciting. Anyway, I got to be back to the house, which is, if you want to see how this turns out, next video will be Monday. We post every Monday and Thursday. Get the 304, get all this stuff packed down, and get the D4 dozer in here so we can start doing some of the cut work. And then once 811 gets all this marked, we can do culvert and stone.